Hello again, everyone. Last night, I watched Theory of Everything, the biography of Stephen Hawking. The actor, Eddie Redmayne, performed really well. He looks and sounds like the real person. Do you think it is important that the actor looks and sounds like the real person? For example, in Steve Jobs' biography, Ashton Kutcher performed really well. Also, Will Smith as Muhammad Ali. I don't think that they look the same, but the performance was great. Now, take notes into your notebook. If Hollywood made a film about your life, who would play you and your family? Why? Your answer should be a full sentence. If Hollywood made a film about my life, Claire Danes would play me because we have the same hairstyle and I love her performance in Romeo and Juliet. Let's talk about friendship and what friendship means to you. Do we have a special day for friendship? No, I don't think so. But there are special days to celebrate our parents, like Mother's Day, Father's Day. And in our country, we celebrate Children's Day. And some romantic days like Valentine's Day, but we don't have special days to celebrate our friendship. What are your opinions about that? Now it's time to open your student's book, page 85. Listen carefully for the names of different countries and for the specific years and dates that are mentioned in the text. Take notes.
Friendship Day. The idea of a special Friendship Day has several origins. An American woman, Joyce Hall, owned a greetings card company. In 1930, she planned a Friendship Day to create more business. She thought, if people had a new celebration, they would buy more cards. The first Friendship Day in the USA was on the 2nd of August. Many Americans sent cards, but then this tradition died out after a few years. However, a different idea of Friendship Day has been celebrated in some South American countries since 1958. It began with a group of friends in Puerto Penasco, Paraguay. They decided to celebrate friendship and understanding on the 30th of July every year. One man in the group, Ramon Artemio Bracho, wanted to do more. He wanted to turn strangers into friends. He worked hard to start celebrations in other countries. Thanks to Ramon's work, people in India and China also took up the idea. Friendship Day was growing. Finally, in 2011, the celebration became International Friendship Day when the United Nations agreed to support it. They saw it as a good way to encourage peace by getting different cultures to communicate more. They set up activities for children and teenagers of mixed nationalities, such as fun runs or friendly games. The hope is that these kinds of events help people to respect one another's culture and to make new friends. In some countries, people have a meal, phone friends, or use social media to send messages. In Paraguay, the Invisible Friend game is played 1 week before the special day. All names of schoolmates or workmates are written on pieces of paper and put in a box. Then, everybody takes one card with a name and buys a small present for that person, wraps it, and writes the name on it. When you get your gift Friendship Day, you don't know who bought it. However, if I wanted to do something for my buddies, I would give them friendship bands because they are so popular. Jyoti Singh, age 15, India.
The names of the different countries are USA, South America, and the dates are 1930. Joyce Hall planned a Friendship Day in the United States. 2 August, the date of the first Friendship Day in the USA. 1958, the date since which Friendship Day has been celebrated in some South American countries. 30 July, the date of the celebration of friendship and understanding. And worldwide, 2011, the UN agreed to support International Friendship Day. This is a good time to revise the numbers. So if you have difficulties in reading the dates, please study at home. Now you will read the text again and decide whether the sentences in exercise 2 true or false. Don't forget to state why. Joyce Hall owned a company in the UK. Is it true or false? It's false. She was an American woman. In the USA in 1930s, people celebrated by giving cards. This is true. Many Americans sent cards. The decision to spread the celebration to more countries was made in Paraguay. That's true. It began with a group of friends in Puerto Pinasco, Paraguay. Asian countries are not keen on Friendship Day. Is it true or false? It's false. People in India and China also took up the idea. The United Nations encouraged younger people to take part. This is true. They set up activities for children and teenagers. The Invisible Friend game involves writing a message to your friends. That's false. Everybody takes one card with a name and buys a small present for that person. In exercise 3, study the vocabulary box. Find more examples in the text. Don't forget, synonym is a word or phrase that means exactly or nearly the same as another word or phrase. Whereas antonyms are words with opposite meanings. And phrases are a group of words in English. They can be short or long. Let's check the answers and repeat the words.
Mates. Classmates. Best friends. Buddies. Schoolmates. Workmates.
Buddies and mates both mean close friends. Schoolmates and workmates are people you know from school or work, and some may be close friends who you spend a lot of time with outside of school or work, while others may not be close friends.
Stranger.
A stranger is someone who you don't know. An enemy is someone who you don't like.
Have a friend. Be friends. Make friends.
In exercise 4, you need to complete the sentences with the words from the vocabulary box. At first, I felt like a stranger here. Nobody knew me. Now it's your turn. Of all my friends, Ezra is my best friend because he understands me. She was nervous about the new school, but it was easy to make friends or make new friends. My dad sometimes played tennis with his workmates from the office. He started secondary school early, so his classmates are older than him. When you finish this session, I want you to create a poster that includes details of the events that will take place on Friendship Day. You can send the picture to your teacher via Google Classroom. Don't forget, these are your ideas. Tell us what you like to do with your friends to celebrate this special day. Now it's time for relative clauses. We use relative clauses to describe or give extra information about something we have already mentioned. We often use relative pronouns like who, where, that, which to introduce the relative clauses. Relative clauses are a way of giving more information about a person, thing, place, or event. We often use them to avoid repeating information, which is used for things, who is used for people, that is used for a thing or a person, where is used for a place. Defining relative clauses are the clauses that you need in a sentence for it to make sense. There are no commas before and after the clause. We use non-defining relative clauses to give extra information, which isn't absolutely necessary. We use commas to separate them from the rest of the sentence, unless they come at the end of the sentence, when we use a comma and a full stop. Is there anything else that you need to know? Let me think. I just used a relative clause with that. We can use that instead of who or which in defining clauses, not non-defining clauses. Open your student's book, page 124, grammar time. Let's practice. That is the hospital where I was born. What is the name of the teacher? Teacher is a person. Who taught you in year 1? What is the title of the film which you went to see at the cinema? What is the name of the person who taught you to sail? What is the address of kindergarten where the picnic is going to take place? In exercise 2, I want you to write the answers into your notebook. Now you can check your answers. Open your book, page 86 again, and practice the grammar activities, exercise 3, 4, and 5. For activities 4 and 5, you need to use your notebook. In exercise 3, you can use that with the question 1 and question 3. In exercise 4, don't forget to get rid of the words in bold. You don't need to repeat them in your sentence. And in exercise 5, don't forget to use commas. Look at the photos on page 87. Which person do you think might have a disability? What else do you think dogs can do to help people? Some help blind people. Some dogs used to search for people in the snow. Some are guard dogs. How a dog could help someone like Grace with her morning routine. First, guess the answers of exercise 3. Then we will listen and check whether you're right. There is no wrong that your assumptions can be true. It's just a guessing activity, okay?
I've got a half-sister, Grace, who is disabled. She was born with cerebral palsy, and she finds it difficult to move around and do things for herself. This means she spends most of her life in a wheelchair. Simple everyday activities, like getting dressed and getting ready for school, can take a long time. When Grace was young, she hated this and often got very stressed. If she didn't want to go to school, she would shout and cry. Then, 3 years ago, when she was 9, Grace got an assistance dog and she named him Snoopy. Since then, her life has changed a lot. Snoopy is a very intelligent dog who understands Grace and knows how to help with many different activities. For example, Grace hates putting her socks on, but Snoopy can get her socks from the drawer and make her laugh by tickling her feet. Then she will put her socks on quite happily. If Grace didn't have Snoopy, she would never be ready for school on time. He's her best friend too.
It was slow because it took a long time. Grace was 9 years old. Well, that's why she's a child. Tickling her feet is their routine. Snoopy is clever. In the audio, it mentioned intelligent, understands and knows how to help. In exercise 5, first decide what types of information below match the questions. Number 1 is a detailed meaning of a word or phrase, because in the question, it asks, what does a puppy trainer do? Number 2, we are discussing feelings. Ash's feelings. And number 3, specific information, because it is about who did the training specifically. And number 4 is a general topic. We are discussing the general topic of assistance dogs. Now you can answer the questions while listening to audio.
A couple of years ago, my stepmom got a job as a puppy trainer for assistance dogs. When she and my dad got married, she brought 3 puppies to our house. She explained that when the dogs get older, they will help people, usually those who are disabled in some way. Mum told us that it was not like having a pet because the dogs only stay for about a year. It's very difficult to say goodbye when they go to their new owners. I found that really hard and sometimes cried. The good thing is that we often get emails telling us how much the dogs are helping their new owners. Scooby is different. He's my dog and I trained him with a bit of help from my stepmom. I have a condition called Asperger's, which is not exactly a disability. For me, it means that I find it hard to deal with meeting people. Scooby, who is really calm, helps me to be more confident so I can make new friends. I've got a lot better since I had Scooby. He doesn't come to school, but he's always waiting when I get home. He's definitely part of our family now.
Now check your answers. In the next activity, you're going to match the meaning of get, the right meaning of it, to the correct words below.
1. I get a pet. 2. Find, get a job. 3. Arrive, reach, get home. 4. Receive, get a letter, get a phone call, get an email. 5.
can add more examples. For number 1, get a computer. 2, get a girlfriend. 3, get to the airport. 4, get a present. 5, get something from your room. And 6, get sick. Now you can expand your vocabulary knowledge by finding more examples. The last activity for today is exercise 8. Choose the correct option. My brother wants to get a job in the police force. I have just got a text from my gran. Shall I get a glass of water for you? The train was late, so we didn't get home. Today's assignment is page 81 and 82 from your workbook. Have a nice day. See you later.